In a world where many talented artists strive to make it in the music industry, competition is high and the chances of success are minimal. But the rules are changing, and bands can go their own way to get their name out there. In this documentary, we'll be focusing on a band from High Wycombe as we find out where these local heroes plan to take themselves.
Hi,
my name's Dave, I play lead guitar in Lakes.
I'm Norman, I'm vocalist.
I'm Andy, I play bass.
Darren, I play guitar.
I'm Jamie, I play drums.
Lakes are an ambient hardcore band that have been together since 2010. They've been on UK tours and supported such bands as Skindred, as well as being the feature of Kerrang's local heroes section. Lakes have recently had an album launched in their hometown to celebrate the self-published release of These Minutes. Here are their views.
It exceeded our expectations.
Well, we just wanted to play the album in its entirety, which was
We probably won't ever do again.
Yeah,
so.
really good.
It's cool as well. A lot of people learnt all the words to the songs and stuff, singing along at the show, which is kind of a nice feeling to see. It's nice to have it in the hometown as well. Like, that's your hometown crowd, it's nice to get that from the fans here. I think it went down really well actually, and it turned out surprising.
Yeah, it was good to have all the
really good
friends and people that we don't even know coming down. The crowd enjoyed it, we really had a fucking amazing time. Did everything we wanted.
Even though Lakes have had success so far, the idea of having industry help to boost their music careers lurks in the back of their minds. But how easy is it? Does it make much difference, and do they want it?
I think if someone came along with the right kind of offer, then we'd be interested. But
I think the offer we'd have to be at a lot bigger. We'd have to be at a bigger level for the offer to come in that would allow us to comprehend taking that situation. Like Jamie said, it would have to be a lot of money. Not because we don't want to sign, but I don't think we need it at the moment.
I think nowadays, although it's not vital to get signed, I do think it helps. I think it oils the machine, you know. If you're in a situation with a label that has a way of doing things, and it's got people in marketing, and it's got people in A&R, and it's got people that, you know, that they go to for to do certain jobs, plugging, they have a machine already, so that you can really benefit from that. But at the same time, I know bands that have gone and just got independent from it, independent PR people, gone independent with everything and done it themselves, and they've made a lot of money.
I think we've done it all right on our own so far at the level that we're at. To not have to worry about a label, I think we've got enough experience and we know enough about putting stuff out to do it ourselves.
It's you're playing things off against each other. It's like there's pros and cons for all of it, but I don't think it's essential to be signed. I don't to someone else's label. You could do it yourself. But it's depending on how much work you're willing to do, how much, because you have to invest time, and for everyone, time is money, so.
It seems that it is debatable if a label is really needed or not. Lakes have managed to self-produce an album without one. The same applies for any band doing the same. It took a lot of hard work and more on their part.
A lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money. A lot of time, 10 days, Bristol.
A lot of hangovers.
A lot of hangovers.
Yeah, lots of stress, broken bases
and the worst hostel in the world.
Yeah. But the actual nitty gritty stuff, like Darren
Cabin Fever
sorted out with the actual release of it, like the digital release of it. Yeah.
I think nowadays, I think with the labels and stuff, there's not a lot small labels can really offer bands of our kind of level. They'd have just done exactly what we'd have done by putting it on all the websites and stuff. and they probably wouldn't have funded that much money towards the album, and then just taking a load of money off us.
Yeah, exactly.
The sales. So I think for bands of our level, it just makes sense to put it out yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of a bit more rewarding in that way as well. If it kind of starts rolling back in, rather than going, we've done this, we've done really well, and the label snatches half of it.
Lakes are clear that they know what they need when it comes to a label, but what is it the industry look for and want from a band?
To be honest with you, probably the same qualities I'd look for in a girlfriend or someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be someone that's driven and has ambition and generally wants to do this for the rest of their life. I think if you've got people who want to be in it for fame and money, then it's not necessarily the right way of going about it. All of the acts I work with are my best friends that I could go down the pub with and have a drink, and also they do it for the reason that they love it, which is, you know, music, and generally they have an attitude where it's not about, you know, money, bitches, sex, drugs, all that kind of, you know, industry sort of gloss that gets put over things. It's about the wanting to succeed as a musician and write great songs. Your branding needs to be right, so everything from your image in terms of photography, your website, your digital media, your social media, and you've almost got to create a product. So it's the same as if you were kind of launching a car. Like, you've got to make sure that car looks good, your advertising's right, and everything inside it works. Because if you've got something nowadays, unfortunately, that doesn't look right, so you might have written, you know, Man in the Mirror, but at the end of the day, if you go on that website and the band looks awful and their branding's terrible, then it's not really going to appeal to someone to take it on, because they want to know that they've got a finished product.
Although the industry looks for certain qualities, many which Lakes have, what is it that the band want for themselves and for their fans?
I think it's just to write really good music that we like and play it a lot.
And hopefully some other people might like it as well.
I guess we just want to like get to a level where we're appreciated and we can have fun and make a little bit of a living out of it rather than spending all that money.
Lake shows have done really, really well. I'm sure anyone that's been will know. Always a good vibe, good atmosphere. Always bring a really strong audience. They've got a really strong local following that is expanding out of the local area as well, which has happened since Word Go, which is great and really unusual for a local band as well. So without a doubt, they already are attracting interest from industry, labels, agents, management. So in terms of them themselves, the ball is already rolling, and it's entirely up to them what they choose to do and how they choose to do it.
With many people singing their praises, are Lakes on their way to making it without a label's help? Have they already made it, and what will define the band as having hit the mark?
The thing is about music is that it's not like sports. You know, there's not winners and losers and things like that, and I don't think there's definitive points at which you can say you've done certain things, because it's art. Sounds cheesy, but it is art. I don't know how to define making it. I'm sorry, it's such a, I don't know, because I don't think it's about selling records. And I don't think it's necessarily about playing massive shows, because the bands that I loved growing up were never like huge bands, you know, and I was like, they're like, you know, my perception of what backstage must be like, or my perception of things, was totally different in the real world.
An artist has made it when they achieve goals that they set when they start out. Gone are the days of signing a record deal for £500,000, everyone sat there with money and women around them, you know, rolling around in limousines, because those days are over unless you're, you know, exceedingly large. And, you know, I have an act that's, you know, sold 20,000-30,000 records and sells out 1,500 capacity rooms around the country, and you know, they're still on a £500-600 a month wage, which in the current climate is actually very, very good. But I wouldn't say they've made it financially, but in terms of what we're achieving as an artist, then we've made it. But in terms of making it, I don't know, I guess some people would say, well, you've made your first million, but for me it's not really about the money. So for me, making it is being able to live comfortably off doing something you love, which I guess for me that's it.
I think you have to define making it. Because I'm happy doing it on the level we do it at.
Yeah.
Going out for once a month or once every 2 months on a tour and having fun, I consider that making it, because we're still playing a show in front of a bunch of kids They're all jumping up and down to us and singing along and stuff. And to me, that's technically making it.
Yeah.
When we can travel all the way to Lowestoft, which is like 200 odd miles away from our hometown, and play a show in front of a packed out floor show in front of a bunch of kids who are all jumping around and going nuts to us. Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
In general, I think
we've made it.